Welcome back, First Hour Faithfuls, to yet another episode of the First Hour. This is the show where I, Colin Tanner from Video Games Are Dumb, and you, the legions of First Hour Faithfuls, take a look at the first hour of a recently released video game. So remember to like, subscribe, share, and bring the fire in the comments below for this episode, Nobunaga's Ambition, Sphere of Influence. Now, it's very easy for us Westerners to go, Nobunaga's Ambition, wow, why are they even releasing that here? Or for some people, what the heck is that? But consider this, Nobunaga's Ambition was a seminal point in Japanese video games. Koei, which we now know for Dynasty Warriors and many other titles, originally made dye for cloth. That was what they did. They've been around for a very long time. But when a younger person took over the company, he said, yeah, you know, I like that we make dye, sure, but I was thinking about video games. And I'm like, video games? He's like, yeah, video games. And I'm like, why is this guy in charge? This is a really bad idea. And what he produced was Nobunaga's Ambition, which was a big success over in Japan. There's an excellent episode of Game Center CX you can check out from the first season where he actually goes and interviews the creator of Nobunaga's Ambition, which was, of course, a strategy game that was huge in Japan and eventually resulted in things like Romance of the Three Kingdoms and Samurai Warriors and Dynasty Warriors and all the things we now have from Koei. It all stems back to Nobunaga's Ambition. So now here we are on the PlayStation 4, and it's also available on the Vita. And you know, you gotta wonder, what exactly is Nobunaga's Ambition going to offer on this current gen of hardware? Well, I don't know, and to be quite frank with you, I've never really played a Nobunaga's Ambition title. I mean, I've messed around here and there, but you know, if I'm being honest, no, I'm not as familiar with the series. So be a little patient with me as we get into this, the first hour of Nobunaga's Ambition, Sphere of Influence. I think we should start off with a tutorial because holy crap, I need one. Interesting that we can actually go through here and see that this is a historic representation of the clans of Japan in the 16th century. Oh, I'm sorry, the 14th century. Well, both, but, you know. So if you want to learn history of Japan, this title might actually help you out. Nagoya Castle and the land of Owari. A few days had passed since the sudden death of the head of the Oda clan, Nobuhida Oda, and his son Nobunaga's ascension. Increasing troop count would be wise, yet ensuring our safety with an alliance would be a just course as well. Say, Kidoshida, they still don't trust us enough. In that case, building facilities to develop our towns would be... Wait, or perhaps we could... Hey, Kidoshida! Oh, why, it's Sir Haradi. So you finally noticed me. You looked awfully serious, an expression I rarely see on you, if ever. What's troubling you so much? Well, about that. The young master suddenly came out and said he wanted to see a monkey handling the reins of the Oda. What? This is a metaphor, isn't it? Or is there really a monkey doing that? And before I knew it, I ended up taking his place as leader. Okay, that was a metaphor. What? Pulling such nonsense right after becoming this clan's master? Just what is this young master even? To make a subordinate do this job, he lacks the sense of responsibility we need him to have as a leader. Kinoshita, hand me your sword. Sir Haradi, what are you doing? This is all my fault. I shall cut my stomach and apologize to Lord Nobuhida in the other world. Whoa, okay. This is a pretty dramatic tutorial. Calm down, Sir Haradi. This is just another one of the young master's impulses. Get off me, Kidoshida. This is all my responsibility. Sir, that's not at all what's... Oh, come to think of it, a few days ago the young master did say, I really have to thank Gramps. The young master said that? Truly? But of course, he assuredly did, and I'm sure that he must have had his reasons for this switch too, so I will need to meet his expectations yet. Frankly, I have no idea where to start from. Indeed, domestic rule, relations with other clans, battle. There's a virtual mountain of things to consider. Exactly, it's overwhelming. Sir Harati, would you share your wisdom and teach me, this mere monkey, what it means to be the leader of a clan? Very well. I, Masahida Harati, will teach you all that is needed. Alright, cool, because honestly, I don't know what I'm doing either. Now to get right to the point, do you know what is needed to conquer and unify the nation, Kinoshita? That would be bringing wealth to our land, eliminating other clans, and expanding our territory, I believe. Indeed, it looks like you have a grip on the basics then. That being said, what were you contemplating earlier? Well, I want to gather more soldiers and fight, but I also want to develop our land and make it thrive. There's just so much to do that frankly I'm not sure where to start. I see. In that case, perhaps I should start by teaching you the road to conquest. First off, let's consider your core mindset. Oh, I'd love to know. Yeah, he's an eager student, gotta give him credit. To put it bluntly, the thing you must always consider is making the best use of your coin and people. Coin and people, you say. Neither neither coin nor people are unlimited, especially not when it comes to a small clan like our Oda as it is now. You've got to use your limited resources wisely. There are many choices, development, battle, and so on, but the most important thing is realizing what you need to prioritize in the moment and moving on from there. True, if I try to do everything at once, I won't have enough gold or retainers to do it all. Exactly. Now let's talk about the first step on the road to conquest, development.
Let us begin the meeting.
Oh, thank God there's voice acting. Wait, but that wasn't what he... But, okay, whatever. Time to begin this month's council. You can give all sorts of orders to your town and retainers during councils. First, I'll explain the civil command. There are 3 commands under this one: develop, policy, and trade. What you want to prioritize is the development command. Why is that, sir? When you develop your land, you can promote agriculture and commerce to increase your rice and gold income. Not only that, but you can increase the number of barracks in your towns for your conscripts, soldiers you need for battle. I see. Right now, Kinoshita, when you gain more castles and fortresses, you come across situations in which you cannot develop multiple towns at once. Do you know why that is? Because you need gold and labor to do development work, right? Labor is especially difficult to get since we need a lot for construction. Exactly. When you use up all of your labor and construction projects, development of your town freezes. So, to keep that from happening, it's important to always be developing our towns. If you develop your town's agriculture and commerce, their populations will increase, and more people means more labor. On top of that, a certain fraction of your population will work as militia for you, so of course, increasing your population will increase your troop count as well. What, are we having child soldiers? I see. So to gain labor and soldiers, one must prioritize development. Exactly. You're a fast learner, Kinoshita. Faster than me. One worth teaching. Oh, not at all, not at all. If only young master had that level of obedience. Oh, why did he turn out that way? It must be due to my failures as a caretaker. I must take responsibility. Kinoshita, give me that sword. This is funny. This is actually pretty funny. Sir Harati, the young master has listened to all you've taught him. That's why he wants to thank you. Truly? Truly. Now let's continue the lesson. Aye. Well then, go ahead and choose develop from the civil commands. Increase Nagoya's castle crop yield and get a feel for the basics of development. Whew. Alright, let's get in here. Development. Sure. So I could choose his crops right here. I really want to look at the effects though. So that just increased the harvest there. So I have 5 labor and I'm putting 2 of it into this. So the cost of this is 2 labor. Okay, cool. Do it again? No? Okay. No, I'll confirm that. I don't know what I'm doing. Please select an area to develop on the overseer. Okay. One of the crops. That was weird. Is that ending the turn? There we go. Okay, it's weird, but you have to end the turn. Most of the orders you give during council will be carried out during this active phase. Ah, retainers and our people are hard at work under those orders I gave. Time passes during the active phase, but if you press the War Council button or triangle, time will pause and you will enter a War Council. Ah, so I take a nice slow look at how my towns and the other clans are doing. Indeed, also if you press L1, this button will show up on the side. Then you can use it to adjust how fast or slow time goes in 3 stages. You can have things that go at speeds you like. Ooh. Now go ahead and govern as you see fit until next month's council. We'll continue from there. You can watch the development of Nagoya's town with loving eyes, or you can speed time away. Now off with you. It's the first hour. We're going to speed up time like crazy. You can use the D-pad to activate how fast it's going.
Your orders.
Time to begin this month's
Here's
council.
last month's balance.
Well, we did pretty good then. So we brought in more than we spent.
Reporting in.
Now this is a report you can't let pass by. Right, if I don't keep an eye on my gold income and expenses, I'll be in the red before I know it. See, I figured it out on my own. I'm a smart guy. Gotta check those revenue reports. This is slowly but surely turning into like an office video. Essentially, the action reports that come after them are essential too. The action reports let you know all sorts of things, from rice harvest to diplomatic updates. Knowing which of your retainers finished what job and what in your land has changed is your role as a leader. Now, if one of our units is fighting somewhere, that'll show up in the war report before the revenue report. Keep a close eye on those. Now then, Kiroshita, what do you think you should do after developing your land? After development, huh? If our population's increased, bringing more troops into our army with it, then battle? At long last? A little hasty, aren't we? Truth be told, there's something we need to do before calling to arms to ensure our victory in combat. Every other daimyo is doing the same development we are. If our population and armies increase, so will other clans. When I think about it, you're right. In that case, the next priority is diplomacy. Ah, exactly, diplomacy. I can just remember it now. How I would speak to Lord Nobuhide? Okay, of diplomacy, when he was still with us. Yet compared to him, the young master simply won't listen to a thing I say. This is all my responsibility, all the fault of my unworthiness. Uh-oh. Kiroshita, give me that sword. No measure of regret is enough for this. Just how can I apologize to Lord Nobuhide? Please calm down, sir. The young master only appears not to listen, but I assure you he hangs on your every word. Silence, Kiroshita. Don't try to stop me. Please just listen. A few days ago, while you were out, he was giving your views serious consideration. Like I'd believe that. I heard it myself, sir. Gramps sure is annoying, but he knows his stuff when it comes to diplomacy, is how he put it. He did? He spoke to me like that when I wasn't around? That he did, sir. Now, let us return to the topic of diplomacy. Indeed. This is... I don't know. This is just cracking me up. I think this is really funny. Alright, let me... At times, one must ask for reinforcements for other daimyo, and other times, one must ask others to mediate a truce with a fierce foe. Wow. In the age of war... meditate. In the age of war such as ours, depending solely on one's own soldiers is not enough to survive. However, neighboring daimyo won't simply lend you their troops at the drop of a hat. Not without trust. To gain that trust, you need to make use of diplomacy. If you make a point of always building trust with other daimyo, they will surely help you in your time of need. Now, when you're attempting to gain trust, you want to pay special attention to clan's diplomacy status. When you're using diplomacy, you can check a clan's trust and diplomacy stance, so keep an eye out. So the number is their trust, and the normal message is their diplomatic state. Okay, so they're at normal, and it's at 20. So this is actually a little bit like Civilization, Sid Meier's game. Diplomatic stances express how the other clan feels about ours in a single word. Diplomatic stances in blue letters are easy to gain trust with. Well, those in red are difficult. Oh, I see. So if I pay attention to other clan stances towards mine as I develop my land, and quickly gain trust through diplomacy, then attack my foes with reinforcements at my back, victory is assured. In essence, it's also a good idea to form alliances with the trust you've obtained. Now go ahead and select diplomacy from the list of foreign commands, and get working on the Saito clan. And remember, the higher the INT, intelligence, of the officer performing the diplomacy, the more trust you'll gain. Okay, cool. Where are they? Oops. Go through command. Diplomacy. Now who can I go with? These people. I need to appoint somebody. So the higher the intelligence, eh? Wow. So you can sort through all these traits. Look at all these traits. That's crazy. But it appears that no one's trait is higher than my own. So. Yeah. I'll point. There we go. Confirm. I'll begin working with the Saito clan. I've got to do this right. Alright. So now I just gotta end my turn. I think everything's gonna go just fine.
Let us begin the meeting. Here's last month's balance.
Holy shit. Oh god. We're in the red. We are in the red.
Reporting in.
No one has to report anything, though. Now, you should have a good grasp of the basics, so we've gone over city and diplomacy work, and you should know what comes next. But of course, we've used development to gain more rice and people and boost our soldiers' diplomacy to gain the trust of another clan, and for the purpose of triumphing in combat, meaning we'll get to fight next. That we will. But settle down first. There's still a mountain of things I want to teach you. Why is it always gotta be a mountain of things? Why can't it be a monster truck of things? For this month, govern as you see fit. I've arranged that you can develop crops, crafts, and conscripts as you wish. Aye. It's a good opportunity to do so, so get us more soldiers in Nagoya Castle to prepare for battle. You know how to, right? That I do. Choose development, then conscripts, right? Right. When you've got enough soldiers together, I'll tell you about combat. Gather soldiers for combat? Why, I feel like a daimyo. The day you truly become one may come yet, Kidoshita. However, there is one useful technique I'd like to show you. Oh, please do. By pressing square brings up this menu. There are 4 buttons inside. From left, you have the strategic info, foreign info, map info, and provenance info. So, what are they used for? They allow you to toggle through the information shown on screen. By toggling each of the information on and off individually, you can see the information you want when you want to. Oh, now that really is quite handy. You can turn everything off and enjoy the scenery, or turn everything on and be bathed in information. Though it's suspended in this mode, by enabling country borders from the options menu, you can see those borders by turning on the map info. I would really like that. It's up to you to try out and decide which buttons to use and what information you want to see. Understood. But I've got to say, just where is this young master? If only his location would show up on the map screen too. Oh, here he goes again. Oh, I nearly forgot. There's another thing I'd like to ask. What? About diplomacy. I did a while ago. Does that end at the end of the month like development does? It seems like it'll take quite some time to gain enough trust to form an alliance, and, well, it seems like kind of a pain. At ease. Your officer will keep on the other clan until their trust reaches 100. However, you have to pay the upkeep costs every month. Ah, that's why it was costing me so much last month. If you want to stop, select Saito clan with diplomacy and remove the working officer. Now to show the young master the error of his ways, it's time I think I see him over there. Where? Gah, Kiyoshida, what are you doing with my sword? I just need to get more soldiers in Nagoya Castle, right? I'll be getting to that. Hey, Kiyoshida, give me back my sword! Suicidal. Very funny. Very, very funny. I'm going to continue development on the town. No, I can select any way I want, but they said to go with the conscripts. Which increases my soldiers. There we go, confirm. And I can end my turn. I suppose I can only do one action per turn, I guess? I'm not actually positive.
Your orders. Here's last month's balance.
Oh god, it's costing even more. But I swear, he's like inside the... Alright.
Reporting in.
So, the development of Nagoya Castle going well? Yes, I've mostly grown accustomed to development, though there's still something that worries me. Well, out with it. Truth be told, sir, the young master went and left an Oda in my hands. I'm still young and inexperienced. I like family and retainers I can depend on. This leaves me worried, wondering if I could really lead this clan well. I see. Yet, Kiyoshida, we are in the age of war and chaos. That way of thinking is old, dated. An old man is calling me my thinking old? That's pretty funny. If you like retainers you can trust, you need only gather them by any means necessary. Yet I haven't heard rumors of any Ronin of note around town. If the answer lies not within, then you must look without. Okay. From the convert menu, entice other clan officers to foster their dissatisfaction. Much like with diplomacy, if you keep on them and don't give up, they'll eventually answer your requests, even to join you. I see. Well then, I'll go conspire with Sir Shibata at Shimorori Castle and have him defect to our side. Wait, Kiyoshida, the only people you can conspire with are officers who are dissatisfied with their clan. With a man as loyal as Lord Nobukatsu as Sir Shibata, we sure wouldn't have any luck. I keep adding words to sentences. In that case, what should I do? I've heard that in Saito's clan, in Banyama's castle, resides a young genius named Hanbei Takinaka? He seems to be displeased with how he's treated. Hanbei Takinaka, was it? It's the first I've heard his name, but I'm sure he's a wonderful person. Why are you sure of that? Well, I'll get right to work then. That's the spirit. If his defiance gets high enough, you can use the collude command to set up his defection, as well as make other deals. You can weaken the enemy and strengthen yourself without fighting. Now that's what I'd call strategy, wouldn't you? Sounds like an infomercial. However, other clans can conspire with your retainers as well. Make sure not to let your own people get the best of you. Huh, Sir Harati, you wouldn't talk to anyone suspicious, right? Of course not. I have vowed unyielding loyalty to the Oda clan. The likes of colluders have no effect on me. Well, even if someone tried to conspire with you, with a voice that loud, everyone know right away. Hey, Kinoshita, don't make fun of me! Sorry. Well, I'll go get to conspiring. I'll go get to conspiring. That's funny. Alright. Let's see. Over here. That's the guy. Discontent 0. But his loyalty is red. Harati will have to take over this. Discontent up. Excellent. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm gonna go with him. Pretty easy choice. Huh, very well. I'll go and have a secret meeting with Hanabi Takinaka and get some good persuading done. Man. I'm gonna spend it right here because I want that damn income to go up. Try ending the council. What?
Your orders. Here's last month's.
Oh! I'm bad at this. Oh, I'm bad at this. I keep sending people out.
Reporting in.
We're just eating through our savings here. My, she's quite the beauty. She's definitely a 9. Heck, she could hit 10 easy. Kinoshita, what are you doing, spying into that tube on the keep? Oh, Sir Harati, this tube, you see, is called a telescope. It lets you see far, far away, and well, I was looking over the town to make sure the orders I'd given were being carried out. Sounds like you were mumbling to yourself about girls to me, but no matter, how goes the town? Quite a few beauties have gathered, and watch them frolic about is simply, rather unfamiliar tower has appeared in the commercial district from what I could see. That's a famous site, because Owari is home to all kinds of famous temples and shrines. Many visit from other lands to see them. Ah, so that's why all those beauties I haven't seen around have... quite a few out-of-towners have come to visit. Yet we've got so many people visiting that I have to wonder, is there any way we can use what's drawing them to help our town's development? Good eyes on you, Kinoshita. That's today's lesson. Adding facilities. Developing alone will eventually bring your town's advancement to its limit, and when it does, that's when you want to start thinking about adding facilities. Selecting the add button from the infrastructure command will have bases that sufficiently developed start flashing yellow. If you select one of those bases and build a facility on the yellow flashing district, you can improve that district and open the town up for even further developments. I see, so I just need to look for my flashing bases and build in my towers when I can't develop anymore. Well, what does that have to do with famous sites? I was just getting to that. Famous sites are a type of resources. If you have resources, you can build special facilities. If you've got a famous site and a commercial district, then you can create an inn, a building that boosts the town's commerce and draws even more inhabitants. So if I build an inn, I can approach those girls. Great idea, I'll get right on it. Don't build it for yourself, it's for the people, don't forget that. I know. By the way, I can see 3 symbols next to those words famous site. What might those be? Those display what kind of district type can make use of those resources. Yellow means the current district type is a match, and building the special facility will allow you to use the resource. A white means that if you change the district type to that one, then build the facility, you can use the resources. If you change the district type into the gray one, however, you won't be able to use the resource. Well, that'd be a waste then. A famous site allows you to build a special facility in a craft and conscript district, but is completely useless in a crop one. So I should refer to this when I'm choosing my district types then? Exactly. Also, there are cases in which unknown resources sleep within districts you haven't expanded into yet. Choosing Survey from the Investigate command might allow you to discover resources hidden in your base. I've heard that surveying can find you mines and hidden paths too. I better get on that then. You don't need to hurry and try and do everything at once. First, just add, then select the commercial district with the famous site in it and construct an inn. Well, hopefully it'll actually bring in some damn money, because I'm not doing a good job at this. Yeah. I'll have this guy oversee it. Huh. Cool to have all this extra info on here. Since I've taken up Saito Clan, we can now request reinforcements. Oh, awesome. Do you want me to continue diplomacy? No. It's costing too much damn money.
Let us begin the meeting. Here's last month's
Oh! Okay. It's not going well. Not a good leader. Not a good leader. We're another 426 bucks in the hole.
Reporting in.
There's been a harvest of rice. We've gained, wow, 1,748 provisions from our people? Wait a minute. What am I doing? Just ending this? That's weird. Military. Huh? The inn has been constructed, which is awesome.
Let us begin the meeting. Here's last month's balance.
Ooh, I finally did it. I'm making profit. A ball, some beanbags, and tiddlywinks. I wonder if these will be good enough. What a coincidence running into you here. So, Kinoshita, how's building the end going? Smoothly? Aye, it's going as planned, but I came across something unexpected. Truly. Well, it looks to me like the town's gotten a lot more lively. I was strolling along, thinking I'd make this inn and start to speak to the young ladies gathering around town, but for some reason, this little girl named Nini took a liking to me. And now here I am buying some toys for her. You are a creep. Ha ha ha. Impure wishes don't get granted, Kinoshita. However, looking at Nagoya's castle from outside like this really brings to attention how weak its defenses look. Indeed, Nagoya Castle wasn't built for war, you see. Yet, we can't leave it at that. I'd wager Kinoshita, how about upgrading the castle? Upgrading? But I wouldn't be sure where to begin. You don't need to think too hard about it. First select Upgrade from the Infrastructure command and choose the type of upgrade you'd like to perform. So for types we have Tensu gates, walls, and so on. This certainly makes it easier to choose. Once you've chosen the type, choose the upgrade just like you would with the add command, and then select the officer to head the project. After that, you're finished. Say, that sounds easy. In that case, I'll just pound out a grand 4-star Tensu for starters. Come on now, Kinoshita, use your head. It's not going to be that easy. If I make him too angry, he'll start eyeing my sword again. Might I ask for more details? There's a set amount of land around the castle that governs the limit of the improvements you can install. Furthermore, a 4-story tetsu requires stone walls to form its foundation. Without those walls, you can't add it. So I should keep a careful eye on my castle or fortress land when I'm planning my upgrades? Exactly. And know that upgrades aren't just for defense. There's also some that improve offense and civil development as well. In particular, castle facilities. To install them, you need to develop your town above a certain point, or have a specific resource, but they'll come in handy, guaranteed. Whew, looks like he's in a good mood again. Then to start, I'll upgrade our nearly broken down fence into an earth wall. Always good to see a youngster who will listen. Good luck in your renovations. Oh boy. Well. Now where's that fence? Earthen wall. Well, put this guy over on it. There we go. Confirm. There's really nothing else I can do. I just gotta end the turn, right? Looks like this guy doesn't really like me too much. Really beautiful music in this, by the way. Like, just gorgeous. Gorgeous music.
Your orders. Here's last month's balance.
Well, I could, okay. Well,
Reporting in.
not my, okay. Looks like I've grown stronger. Something that's going to continue. Yeah, but you put us in severe debt. It seems the seed of defiance you planted in Sir Hanbei's heart through Entice has finally grown in full. Yeah, keeping on him for so long is finally going to pay off. He should give in and join us by now. Yet there's one thing at the back of my mind. Well, aren't you worrisome? What is it? It's about Sir Hanbei himself. No one has ever cast eyes on the man's face. He's probably just cautious and trying not to be found out by Saito. Being careful, Kinoshita, is essential. Well, that's all well and good, but according to the messenger, well, his voice from the other side of the wall seemed awfully high. A high voice? Well, he can't be a woman, and I'm sure his voice will be easy to hear on the battlefield. I suppose you're right. Well, this time I'm going to meet him directly and take my time talking with him. You can choose to the join command from the collude under covert because you need to send a messenger. He won't be joining you unless you end the council. Remember that. Got it. I have a bad feeling about this. Oh boy. Alright. Extract. Alright, here we go. Gonna find out how this turns out. In an attempt to convince Hanbei Tanake to join his clan, Kinoshita visited his mansion in Mino. Sir Hanbei, I am honored to lay eyes upon you for the first time. My name is Hideyoshi Kinoshita of the Oda clan. I have come wishing to ask you for your help in bringing our clan to greatness. Now, according to your letter, you said you'd join our side for 10 Konpito candies. Wait, Konpito? That's right, 10 of them. However, it would be best if they were all different colors. He's a child. Well, sure, Hanbei, you look rather young, but might I ask what's your age? I was born in the 13th year of Tenma, 1544. So the year I'm 7. Oh, no wait, I'm 8. Oh, I see. I had come of age yet either. Well, you'll join our clan then. I'm not joining just for candy. You know, I was deeply moved by your lofty ideals. Yet he certainly seems awfully concerned about said candy. Alright, looking forward to working with you. Indeed, let's embark on a journey of conquest together. Nom. And so, the genius tactician, Hanbei Takinaka, age 8, headed to Nagoya Castle, munching at his candy all the way. Alright, that's insane. Why not? Yeah.
Your orders. Here's last month's balance.
I don't even want to look at it. I don't even want to look at it. Alright, here it comes. My, you're quite good at this. Here's my return. Just what in the world are you two doing? Well, sir, Hanbei, and Lady Nini were playing kickball, so I joined in. Would you like to play too, Sir Haradi? Looks more like babysitting to me. That aside, Kinoshita, how's the military preparations going? Be at ease, sir. We're completely ready for war. Well, most more soldiers certainly have gathered around Nagoya Castle. Very well. As promised, I'll explain combat to you. Oh, please do. This needs no explanation, but taking other clans' castles in battle makes them ours. Though you can pressure other clans into vassalage through diplomacy, unification without combat is unimaginable. And everything we've built up through development and diplomacy will come to surface in combat, right? That it will. Now let me tell you about the most basic of the basics, deploying. When you want to deploy, choose one of our castles or fortresses. If it's not good enough men, it can deploy at any time. Right? For now, we've only got Nagoya Castle. You can deploy at any time, but when you're not using things, try deploying when time has stopped, such as during council or war council. A good idea. Panicking and giving the wrong orders would ruin everything we've worked for. When you select Nagoya Castle with X, 4 buttons will pop right over it. When you choose the deploy button on the very left, a window like this will show up. Starting from the top, you can choose the officer's amount of soldiers and whether to bring horses or guns. But let's try to keep the troops like this for now. Try testing things for yourself later. Now, when you press the deploy button, just like this, a unit setup you wanted starts marching. Next, you choose the castle or fortress you want them to go to. Choose a base and hit deploy button. Got it. Controlling units sure does look easy. There's a couple of handy tools that make controlling units even easier. Just select the function menu from the menu that pops up when you press square, and take a step into the help menu. Take a look at what the function page in it has to offer afterwards. Sounds good. But alas, there's no way I could stand in for the young master and go to battle, Sir Haradi. Thank you for bringing me this far. Much obliged, is what I'd love to say, but truth be told, the young master has permitted you to march. March to Simurori Castle, where Lord Nobunaga resides. Huh? At ease. Lord Nobukatsu knows as well. It's a test of skill between Oda members, you see. Wait, when did that get decided? I see the young master Lord Nobukatsu have given their consent then. Though just a test, losing this battle will stain the young master's good name. Defeat is unacceptable. Understood. In the young master's stead, I'll lead our troops to victory. Allow me to assist you as well. That's the spirit. Now send troops out to Nagoya Castle and choose the Simuri Castle as your target.
March!
March! Okay, great. Okay. Where's that castle? It's refused. Try to point for... Where is that? Where castle's that? Huh. Where is Samurai Castle or wherever the hell it is? I don't see it. Yeah, deploy.
Let's get some glory.
Where am I deploying to? Huh. I really can't find it. I mean, there's big icons, and none of the icons are what I thought they'd be. Alright, we're going here. Alright. Yeah, select target. Where the hell is this? Try deploying. Are they over here? Is this them? uh. Well, oh, there it is. There we go. There we go. Well, yeah. That's the guy to choose. Okay. Well. Select target. Right here. Okay, select target. Select target. Alright. Stick to the target. Got the target. We selected the target. Did everybody select the target? We good to go? We're good to go? Where are we going? Let's go. What the hell's going on now? This is driving me nuts. Select target. Okay, cool. Alright. Now I can end that. End the move. There we go. I don't know why that took so long. Say, I can see Sir Sabata's banner over there. At last, our army's first battle is upon us. Blasted monkey. Thought you could come attack me when I wasn't expecting it, eh? Wait, this is supposed to be a practice battle with consent on both sides. Hasn't Sir Sabata heard? Haha, someone doesn't quite grasp the situation they're in. Now the time has come to show my abilities as a tactician. Let us settle this with him on the battlefield. But Sir Sabata, the best man at war in our clan, can we really take him? You needn't get so pessimistic. As long as you're with me, you'll be fine. Now come along. But Sir Hanbin, there's still a Alright. The Tetris pieces go to war. Well, here we are. What's this? Is something the matter? It looks like the units and troop counts in the battle are a bit different from what we were marching. They are. You see, to show off the brilliance of my mind, I readjusted the battlefield with special conditions. Wow, they don't call you the best tactician in the nation for nothing, so how about using some of that genius to clean up this battle in a flash? Compito. Huh? I'm out of candy. Mind won't work. Ahem. Jokes aside, a tactician is but a shadow behind the battlefield. Please, Sir Kirishida, win this battle with your own talents. I'll explain the basics to get you started. First, please look straight ahead. This is Katsuya Shibata unit. Huh. He looks kind of like a game piece, and he's all fuzzy and unclear. I can't really make him out or his men. Indeed, when a battle has only just begun, the enemy's position appears unclear in this manner. Finding the enemy and grasping their movements is the first step towards victory. I see. So, how do I find Sir Sabata's units? A simple task. Take a look at your unit. There's a curved line in the front of it, right? That is your unit's attack range. Should an enemy fall into your range, you'll discover them. I get it. That's pretty simple. Alright, I'll get right to it. You needn't be hasty. Now finding the enemy is easy for us and them. Meaning? If you recklessly advance towards your enemy, it's possible that another enemy will appear from the side and attack your flank. Ah, in that case, I need to carefully predict where the enemy will be and be ready for anything before engaging them. Exactly, Sir Kinoshita. Though in battle, we face Sir Shibata, known for his reckless charging. I can't imagine he'd do anything sneaky. Now, to move the unit, first select it, then its destination. Furthermore, allied units will automatically head towards the nearest enemy unit. First, let's try moving our units so that Sir Shibata units fall into our attack. Got it. Begin combat.
Claw my way to the top.
Wow, that's intense. What?
Yes, my liege. I'll make short work of you.
Alright. Am I still moving? Alright, so he's in the middle of something, so he can't do anything. He's in the middle of something. So we can't speed it up. Can't speed up the battle. Skip the battle tutorial? No. Want to keep that on. Okay. Can't do anything here. Alright, got it. Yeah, sure, okay. Skip the battle tutorial. Because I don't know. Phew, managed to defeat Shibata's forces somehow. I knew you could do it, my lord. That was fantastic control on the battlefield. No, it wasn't. I was completely fucking confused and just like exited out of the tutorial because I couldn't do anything. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, these are very basic areas that you need to actually communicate to me how to continue, you know? That's the one I would have focused on. Though I prepped the battle for you this time, do you actually know how to start an actual battle? No, I don't. Actually, that I know. You selected your unit, then the sword icon, that battle, right? Yeah. Indeed, in a real battle too, the troop amount and positions of units on the strategy screen are reflected on the battlefield. Sometimes the battlefield will change based on the terrain, and sometimes turrets and other facilities will appear depending on your fortifications. On top of that, fighting near a base brings forth gates on the battlefield that you can attack to damage the base's HP. Hold on a minute, that's too much information at once. I agree. I'm sorry, I got a little carried away. Please check the help for more details. But I've got to say, battles sure are deep. Okay, I'm not exactly the best when it comes to controlling every little movement of my troops. You needn't worry at all. Combat is conducted automatically, without you needing to take control. However, for battles you can't afford to lose, or fights you really want to win, taking control yourself is highly effective. For example, if you rout a sizable enemy unit, the base it came from will see a significant drop in popularity. With that in mind, using battles to finish off fleeing foes could be a winning strategy. Furthermore, winning in mass battles, where many units take part, may allow you to obtain enemy officers' traits. That concludes my explanation of battles, though, Sir Kinoshita, the campaign has not yet come to an end. Ah, you're right, we still got Cimmeria Castle to deal with. Well, let's keep moving and bring it down. Oh, okay, so I was supposed to do that. Well, what time we got here? Well... I guess that's gonna have to do it. And how do I make that stop? Stop. There we go. Yeah, that's gonna have to do it for this episode of the first hour. Do I recommend Nobunaga's Ambition? I have no idea. What do you want from me, people? I'm just being real with you. This game is extremely deep with lots of different factors, and I mean, if I was just playing the base game, that'd be one thing, but hell, we're not even done with the tutorial yet, and I'm not sure if I have a complete grasp on how to even handle most of these situations. Now, I'm sure once I start playing the game, it'll be a little bit more obvious, like, oh, okay, well, that's low, so I'll do this thing, and that'll make the numbers go up. I'm positive. Not to undermine the complexity of the game, but, you know, for me personally, it's kind of going over my head a little bit more than I expected. You know, it's sort of a mix between Civilization and Sim City, and, you know, I guess actually that pretty much is exactly what it is. You know, the graphics are good, I guess. I mean, it's exactly what you'd expect from a title like this. I do enjoy the dialogue. I think the dialogue between those two characters, where he keeps threatening to kill himself, is, you know, it's a little dark, but it's also rather humorous. Also, it kind of reflects on the character of Nobunaga as sort of this wild man who doesn't, you know, he's a smart enough guy to listen to people around him, but he's also pretty disrespectful. Like, he's smart enough to realize that this one guy should probably lead the clan, but he still calls him a monkey. You know, these are funny traits, and I'm enjoying that. As for the interface, I think it's actually pretty decent. You know, once we get out of here, you know, you can actually it's rather easy to select everything. You can actually use the touchpad here. I wasn't really doing that before, but the addition of the touchpad, I think, is going to make this game a hell of a lot easier for a lot of people. You know, it's not quite a mouse, but it's pretty darn close, really, if you think about it. So, got to give them credit there. So that obviously, I honestly think that makes this game better on the PlayStation 4 than anything it could have been on the PlayStation 3, unless you were using a mouse on the PlayStation 3. As for, do I recommend this title? Well, I don't know. Here's the thing. If it's really available on the Vita, then I would imagine that might be the better system to go with, because, you know, I don't know, you're on a bus and you want to just kind of manage your resources and then come back to it in a few hours. That, you know, that sounds kind of like a mobile game in a way. That's not a knock against this. Stop. You know, it just seems like something that would be kind of like quick hit, or you could sit there and spend a bunch of hours on it. It's really up to you, kind of like a hybrid. I mean, I think I recommend this game if you like what you saw here. If this somehow appeals to you, I definitely recommend it. But if you're already having your eyes glossing over at all these menus, options, and limited interaction, I do mean limited in the way that you are setting forth the motions, but you are not actively committing those actions. If you know what I mean. This is not Dynasty Warriors running around slashing a sword. This is kind of sitting back and going, well, okay, can I send this diplomat over there to increase favor so that I can get reinforcements for my troops? That's kind of what you're doing. And even when you're in the battle, from what I can tell, because I didn't really get too much into it, it's more about selecting ideas and strategies as opposed to direct involvement. So if you're interested in the history of Japan and you have enough patience for a title like this, I think it would be rather easy to recommend this title. But that is a very specific, I want to make this so clear, that's a very specific recommendation. You have to be this type of person with this type of interest and this level of patience. And if you're not, the answer is no. But, you know, will I continue to play the game? Yeah, I'm definitely going to keep checking it out. Strangely enough, with the Vita's ability to have the stream play, what is that called? I always forget the name of that. Remote play. I'll probably remote play this game while doing something else. I do want to point out real quick that I do enjoy the music. I think the music is fantastic, and the sound effects are generally pretty good. But I want to know what you think. Can you leave a comment below? Can you tell me what you thought about this episode? And basically, we just went through the tutorial. Did you grasp what was going on? Have you already played a Nobunaga's Ambition game? If so, what are your feelings on this series? Do you prefer this, or do you like to stick to the more action-heavy Dynasty Warriors titles? I want to hear from you. I want to know exactly what's interesting about these games for you. If you're not a Nobunaga's Ambition fan, what did you think? Did this engage you enough that you might go and pick this up? You know, maybe even if it's after a price drop. I love those comments. Let me know about that too. But that's going to have to do it for this episode of the first hour. I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.